The Albanese government offered us $5 a week in tax cuts in their budget, which was a fairly shameless vote grab.
Speaker, tonight the government is proud to be delivering more tax relief. Every Australian taxpayer will get a tax cut next year and the year after to top up the tax cuts which began in July.
In response, Opposition Leader Peter Dutton said, "Hold my beer." And by beer, I actually mean petrol.
Our plan starts straight away. People will get the relief at the Bowser straight away with a 25-cent reduction in the price of petrol and diesel.
Albo has already rushed his tax cuts into law. So does that mean the opposition is going to give us cheaper fuel on top of the tax cuts?
It's an either-or option. We just can't pretend that we've got endless amounts of money.
I knew it was too good to be true, but it does set up a dilemma for voters. They have to choose between a tax cut and cheaper petrol.
So we do a lot of driving, having kids and stuff, so gas cuts would be good, yeah.
I think it's better than a $5 a week.
Better than $7 or $5 a week or whatever it is.
And yeah, that sounds pretty good to me, yeah. Yeah, that sounds really great.
I think it'll help more people. I mean, really, where's $5 going to go? I mean, you can't pay your light bill with that, can you?
Hard to see how you would do that unless they lower the fuel tax.
But not everyone will see the benefits.
Yeah, so we have an EV, so we charge from home.
There is a lot of things to cut costs on as well, like even just food prices at Woolies and stuff.
Well, housing prices and mortgage stress, I think, is a bigger concern, to most people.
Now, is anyone else feeling a sense of déjà vu?
Prices will still move around, but what I do know is they'll be 22 cents a litre less than what they would otherwise be.
Scott Morrison's government also dropped the fuel excise. They did it for 6 months back in 2022 when prices at the petrol pump were creeping above $2 a litre.
So I'm thrilled that right here in Mortdale, the benefits of what we've done to cut fuel taxes to give people cost of living relief right now as a result of this budget is being felt right here at the Bowser.
The only problem was the excise ended after 6 months, prices went back up, which is why some pundits thought it was one of ScoMo's biggest policy failures that year. And it turns out economists don't feel much better about Dutton's version. I guess we'll see what voters think soon enough. After Anthony Albanese kept us waiting to call an election, it looked like the horse bolted today when the PM's department accidentally tweeted the government was in caretaker mode before promptly deleting the post. Well, that's pretty awkward. Penny Wong, though, saw the funny side.
It's going to be interesting to see who fesses up on this.
Katina Curtis, has Albo's team kicked an own goal here?
Oh, look, I imagine they were just getting themselves ready, given that the expectation is it'll be, pretty soon. So I think, they're definitely not in caretaker mode today, because that actually doesn't happen until the writ's issued. So, and there's a little ways to go before that.
Yeah, I think as Penny Wong pointed out, someone might be in trouble. But as far as your expectations go, are you thinking that Albo will go to the Governor-General and get those writs issued tomorrow?
Yeah, that's the pretty widespread expectation. I mean, a lot of it is sort of on a wink and a nod around this place, but I think increasing expectations through the day today that he'll head there tomorrow morning, and then the typical thing would be he'd head to Yarralumla, have a cup of tea with the Governor-General, sign the paperwork, and then come back to Parliament House and hold a press conference here with the press gallery outlining his case for re-election.
The incredible story out of the US this week involved senior Trump officials sharing sensitive war plans on the messaging app Signal. And they included, accidentally, a journalist, in fact, the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, a US political magazine. Toby, what was your reaction when you first saw this story this week?
Oh, it was certainly one of surprise. I guess we know that these kinds of encrypted messaging apps like Signal do tend to get used for work purposes. We know that people in government are increasingly using these for work purposes. That said, using them to discuss really sensitive national security matters and seemingly to include sharing information on there of almost live military plans and things like that is incredibly unprecedented. And so, I was absolutely shocked. Yeah.
Well, the Trump administration responded by initially attacking the journalist in question, Jeffrey Goldberg, and then overnight Donald Trump has had a go at the Signal messaging app itself. Let's take a listen to what the president had to say.
I want to find if there's any mistake or if Signal doesn't work. It could be that Signal is not very good. You know, it's a company. Maybe it's not very good. I think we'd rather know about it now.
And so what do you think about that? What can you tell us about Signal as a messaging platform and why people use it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, look firstly, as far as messaging platforms go, I don't agree with Donald Trump. Signal is very good. It's probably the best of breed of all of the encrypted messaging apps.